Tossing her keys and purse onto the white three-legged entry table, Casey kicked off her shoes and carefully made her way past the rows of potted silk flower arrangements that lined the entry hall, grateful for the sliver of light that shone through the slightly parted drapes from the living room. Feeling along the wall for the light switch, she flicked it on. Nothing happened. Casey inhaled sharply as a sense of unease filled her. Squinting her eyes, she strained to see into the living room. Was there a power outage she wasn't aware of? She carefully made her way across the room, intending to open the drapes and let more light inside. She froze when she caught the shadow of a movement out of her peripheral vision. Panic held her in place as a man about her age, with long hair and a mean look, stepped into the moonlight. Heart pounding, she gasped at the sight of a gun aimed at her. With his face hidden in shadows, his hard eyes gleaming in the moonlight with dangerous intent, he placed his pointing finger to his lips and shushed her, to sound like a rattlesnake about to strike. Casey clutched her chest and took a quick step back, her body poised to flee. A scream welled in her throat. A hand clamped over her mouth in a cruel grip, silencing her. At the same time, a thick arm curled around her waist. "You heard him, girlie," a man snarled into her ear. Hot, stale breath feathered across the side of her face, his mouth touching her cheek. Her knees went weak with terror, the arm at her waist the only thing stopping her from sliding to the floor. The hand left her mouth, and she drew in a deep breath. "What do you want? Please don't hurt me." Bile rose up her throat, and Casey fought the urge to vomit. She attempted to clear her mind and prepared to fight for her life. Anger began to take root, edging aside her fear. The guy in front of her moved closer, a smirk covering his hateful face. His malevolent gaze touched her body with lustful intent. A shudder of revulsion rolled over her, and she began to struggle, kicking out and knocking over a coffee table, sending her vanilla candles and cooking magazines crashing to the floor. She opened her mouth to scream, but before she could utter a sound, a sharp pain erupted against her neck, and everything became hazy. The armed man strode toward her as she sank into oblivion.